Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the next day. I've kind of letting the hay dry out just a little bit more, but I think I've got this getting ready to start. I was just gonna check it out real quick. Come on, baby. Hey, all right, man. That's good news. I'm gonna let it run a bit. Sweet. All right. Well, I got. I guess Tom's guys are coming down here shortly or on their way already to look at that tractor there. Uh, y'all saw the end of my last video, y'all realized that this one's going to be a little bit different. Some parts of this video is going to be from yesterday and the rest is going to be from today. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to get this unhooked. I'm hoping they can fix that tractor. I really need a smaller tractor. I hate to, have that bigger one just, pulling the rake, and I don't mind it baling. It's actually a better tractor for baling. Boy, that thing's loud. Get away from it a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna get raking here in a little while. I guess just as soon as the mechanics let me know something. I'm hoping I can get that thing going, because I really like using that smaller tractor. But anyways, I thought I heard a truck coming up their way. Oh, right. Oh, okay. All right, well, he's here. I'm going to shut the camera off, guys, and hopefully we'll figure out what's going on. I guess that's cicadas. They're loud. I had one in my shirt earlier. That's what scared me to freaking death. But I guess they're going to be bad this year. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I don't. I tell you, with farming, it's always something. Always something. I hate using my international for. I gotta put some gravel down there. That way I know where my. You would figure I'd know right at the end of that fence. Alright. That's smart. I'm all flustered. Alright. Run down here and get this job done. Probably should have let it warm up a little bit. Not good on the engine to just start and go, especially an old diesel. But I'm a little aggravated with my John Deere. Really am. I know just because it's green, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Next year, we're going to have to get the rocks out of the fields. I got to figure out what to do there. I know I should go with rain. Or, yeah. Alright. Shouldn't take long. I'll knock it out real quick. It was a lot drier than I thought it was. Let me put the drone up. Well, I know this is, I wanted to kind of include baling with this video, but it's already going to be long. So, I'm aggravated, to say the least. You know, so I think probably, I'm going to have to tear into that John Deere and figure out what's going on with it. See if it's something simple or whatnot, but it's never given me problems like that. So I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. It's probably something going on with that switch, um, the directional control switch. I'm sure. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to tear into that and see if I can figure it out. And then I guess I will record baling. I just don't know whether it'd be tonight or tomorrow at this point in time. If it's tomorrow, I'm going to have to let the dew dry off of it a little bit. Probably early afternoon. Uh, so, anyways, I really, I'm just at a loss for words. I'm just upset. I'm aggravated. But I appreciate you watching. I may use some of that diesel fuel and just spread it all over it and set it on fire. So, I don't know. I'm aggravated. I'm aggravated. I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time. Well, it's not good news for the girl. It's not electronic, or at least it's not in the shuttle up there, and it's not linkages. Um, he's thinking it's something internal, and they're talking about having to crack it in half. And I don't know. I don't know. But he's suggesting that they transport it down to their shop down there and have somebody else kind of look at it. Uh, you know, I'm paying him a lot of money basically out here by the hour, and he said it'd be cheaper on me if we just went ahead and took it in. He said they got they'll take it in there for free for me, no big deal. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do, which is kind of aggravating in a way. But what can you do? It's farming. So I'm happy that I got this little New Holland skid steer going. At least I can move the bales of hay with it. But I'm gonna have to put a lot of wear and tear on the International. I mean, it's not heavy work or anything. It's just tedious work and constant running. So, but yeah, um, I guess we'll get this unhooked and get down and hooked up to the hay rake and get going. Set the weeder down here right now. I'm hoping that the skid steer will pick that up and put it back on the trailer later. But I need to try to get this hay going as quick as possible. I'll let him get finished up here, buttoned up, and then I guess they can come and get it later. One day I don't look down the road to be the day somebody's coming up through here. I was talking to Bob the other day, and he was talking about they're getting ready to add on a little bit. I don't think the house is quite up to uh, the wife's standards. They got some money. They got some money. So, and I think they're out of New York or something like that. Come down here and bought this property. They love the property, not necessarily the house. So got down here and and bought it so they could run their horses out there on it. The daughter fell in love with barrel racing. I thought they were out of Texas somewhere, but I didn't pay attention to their accent too well. Oh, I got it back way on up. Come on, Andrew. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if I can move this. Oh, maybe I can get it hooked up. Okay. What was I running into? Felt like I hit something hard there. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, the way I understand it, daughter fell in love with barrel racing, and they kind of got started doing that. She's doing pretty good in it. She's, I don't know, I think she's 16, 17 years old, something like that. I think she's got 1 or 2 more years of high school here, and then probably go off to college somewhere. They're good people, nice people. Matter of fact, Bob asked me if he could help out here, and if I'd had both tractors going, I'd have told him, yeah, I'd have put him in John Deere pulling this while I come behind him doing baling, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, well, here we go. Today I may treat you guys or torture you guys, depending on the way you look at it, with some music from my era. Get you into some 80s music. Maybe a little bit of big hair music. Maybe some good old rock love ballads. Things like that. So yeah, this is going to take me a bit. I'm going to go ahead and rake both fields. That way I don't have to switch out equipment. I'm not going to play with the drone around these trees. I'm going to get around through here a bit. And then when I get in the clear, I'll throw the drone up. Catch you guys in a little bit. Well, we're moving down to the next field. Run, little deer. Well, tractor's gone. Guess they've already come and got it. It's definitely gone. Well, I guess we'll see what they say. It's a rough old day. Well, not really. Just a lot of sleepless nights going on. Worry about that thing. Life on the farm.
Living on the far side of town, sharing a dream with anyone. She's made it through heaven, she's made it through hell. It's just another story to tell. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like the movie on the screen, filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights, making up a bar queen on the phone in the great big boulevard, the place she belongs. It's just another story she tells. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like the movie on the screen, filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights?
Very good. Hello. Hey. Yes, it is. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Oh, you're coming. Okay. Yeah, I'm around. Yeah, that's the address. Yeah, you don't need to go to the house. I mean, you can, but it'd probably be easier for you. When you get to the address, there's a house there. But if you go just beyond the house, you'll see a clump of trees, and just beyond that is a small grass field before a crop field. Just pull in there, you'll see an older red International um, tractor. I've got a rake on the back. But yeah, it's going to be out here in this area. Okay. Yeah, you're not far. All right, yeah, I'll hang out for you. All right, see you when you get here. Well, it's our solar guys. So they'll be coming out here soon. I'll figure out I want some place that's going to catch the sun most of the time, and I'm pretty sure. I know the sun rises over there and sets way over yonder, so that's south there. Always want to make sure it's always south facing. But we'll see what they say. Maybe put it in this area here. But guess I'll just wait on them. Oh, I wanted to tell you, went down the road this morning. You know how I'm always saying I make all kinds of money mowing grass around here. But so I went down. I knocked on a couple of doors down there towards the end of the road. And first one I knocked at, nobody answered. Went to the second house from the stop sign there, and there's a older lady, and you know, probably I'd say she's in her uh, 70s, 80s. I'm not real for sure. But anyways, she was watching some kids, and what she was telling me is that her daughter lives beside her, which is the house closest to the end of the road. But her daughter's a single, or not her daughter, I'm sorry, it was her granddaughter. But her granddaughter's a single mother, you know, working a couple of jobs. The grandmother watches the kids while she's at work. But yeah, they don't have a mower, and the kids are too young to do any kind of mowing. So I offered to mow it for free. And that's what I was doing this morning. She insisted on paying me some money, even though I told her I didn't need it. I'll take that and I'll donate it to somebody or something like that. But yeah, anyways, now the one next door to them, there's a mobile home out there. And the way I understand it, that gentleman is he's kind of in and out of jail. He's a redneck of a redneck, you know, just one of those guys that just a little bit too belligerent. I mean, I am very proud of where I come from. You know, I'm Southern. I consider myself Southern. So, you know, and I'm very proud of that, but I don't try to take it to the extreme like some people do. But, anyways, I did not touch his property because I guess they've had some property disputes and different things down there. So I didn't even want to just go mow it. You know, I certainly wanted to talk to him first, but the way I understand it, he's somebody that's extremely hard to deal with. But anyways, I got 2 of the yards mowed, so it looks a little bit better. But anyways, I'm gonna wait for this guy. I'll catch back up with you once we get ready to start baling. Well, there they go. And he likes to goose that thing. Anyways, yeah. So I think we chose about this area here. It should get good sunlight, especially in the summertime. Wintertime, you know, it's going to be a little bit lower. We may have to go with a backup generator or something like that. But I'm going to have to put a shed in. He said it'd been better if the house was already built, or at least in the process of building. That way we could put in a room for all the batteries and everything, because the batteries, all that's got to be heated and cooled as well. So what I may do is put in a shed out here underneath these trees. Put in a mini split or something. I'm not real for sure. Anyways, in our climate, it's not that bad, but he says especially batteries don't need to be freezing. So even if we put just a little small heater or something in there. So I got to think about what I want to do. But yeah, so should have something in a couple of weeks going on out here. The way I can reduce what, not that we use a whole lot in that travel trailer out there right now, but I do like to reduce the amount that I'm dependent on the grid, or on other people, I guess I should say. So, but anyways, let's get down here, get the baler hooked up, and see if we can finally get this hay done. Like I said before, if I don't look, somebody will be coming. I mean, it's only pretty much going to be my neighbor, unless it's somebody that doesn't need to be out here. I don't know if I told you I came over a few days ago and they saddled up the horses and let me ride. I hadn't been on a horse in a long time. Back when I was 15, 16 years old, lived in New York for a short time, and I worked the summers as a guide for a horse ranch. And all we did was just basically took out, 30-minute and 1 hour trips and things like that. Drop this off here. But yeah, so I got pretty good at riding back in the day. Oh, we'll give this thing a go. Gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all this hay. May put it down this side over here where the trailer was. Or I may stick equipment over there and just put it underneath the lean-to. Close enough. The other side here. I'm gonna pull it out before I put that PTO in. All right. We'll start down here on Bob's property. Yeah, I still can't believe that corn, how tall it is. Can't wait to see the soybeans poke through, but I know one of the things I'm going to do pretty quick is lay down layer fertilize. I've been talking to an agronomist, and not that I'm big enough to need an agronomist, but it's a guy I know back home. So I sent him some soil samples, and he was telling me what I kind of needed to do, and so we're going to try to lay down some fertilizer. Probably, I don't know, probably dry fertilizer right now. Kind of a slow release kind, and then he was talking about maybe if I can get a local company like Nutrien or maybe even Southern States, or somebody that can come in with a sprayer and spray the fields one more time before the end of the year. That would be better. Why did what's going on now? Don't be that was interesting. Alrighty. Alright. See how this does. First time using this baler, so let me get out here and look, see what it looks like. Yeah, I picked it all up real good. What I like to see. It's already getting full. All right, I'm gonna throw the drone up. Pull in everything it could. All right, I'm gonna throw the drone up. We're gonna get started. All right. Let's see how many we got here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's not bad for this little field. I can handle it. That's 8 apiece. Those 8 will do Bob pretty good little ways in the winter, but we'll get another, at least one more cutting, possibly 2. So we can get at least this every time. Now, normally it doesn't happen because your second and third cutting, you don't have the volume that you do with your first cutting that's been growing, you know, basically all winter long. But I mean, you know, we should be able to get something. We'll head down here and get mine baled up. And if this goes to a bale pretty quick, I'll probably, well, oddball always goes to the one that's going to the, or the one, oh my gosh, words. Anyways, the odd ball or the odd numbered bale, normally, at least in my case and everything I've ever done, goes to the person that is baling the hay. So whatever's left in here, considering that was a even number back there, this would be considered ours. So, all right, let's get started again. So far, I like this New Holland. Go. All right, I'll put the drone up again and we'll get started. Alright, we just got a little bit left to go. I have lost count on the amount of bales. So I don't have a clue on how many's down here. There are quite a few. To be honest with you, a lot more than what I was really expecting. There's been no fertilizing or anything like on here, but this is first cutting. This baler is capable of doing 4x5, 5x5s, and 5x6 bales. And when I first started, I guess my settings were on 4x5s. And you're talking about having a lot of bales out here. So I got everything squared away. I think the first two bales end up being 4x5s, but the rest of these are 5x5s. I don't like to get much bigger than that. If you were to sell bales, the best one to do is 4x5 because you can sell them to anybody because they are the easiest to handle. Just about anybody that needs it is going to be able to handle that. But if you rolled, 5x6s or even 6x6s, I mean, those are big boy tractors to lift those things. So you're limited on who you can sell them to. Food for thought of anybody out there wanting to get into, raising hay and selling bales for a living. It sounded like we filled it up. I hate to travel around, but we got quite a bit in there, I'd say. Well, I'm not going to drive around and try to pick up every little bit. Go ahead and park this over here. Leave the baler and the bales and all that in the tractor. Let it sit here. Kind of idle for a bit. I don't know if I'd be able to count them. I would probably miscount 100 times before getting it right, so I guess I'll just count them as I put them up. Probably I'm not sure what I'll do with the mower. I may take it down there to the other shed. I don't know if I can get it into the door. If I can, no, I'll probably take it down there to the other shed. So I can start putting hay out here. That'll be the first that we use. And once I fill up our lean-to here, and I can start either putting it in here or in here. That way we use our oldest first, and our newest can stay drier longer. Left the four-wheeler up here last night. Take you down here and show you the yard that I mowed earlier. I wonder who has that property there. Haven't done anything with it yet other than throw some lime down. I don't need to be thinking about that right now. Got enough work as it is. But yeah, like I said, I was able to at least mow a couple of yards. That's where the grandmother lives, and here's where the granddaughter lives. Grandmother's a very sweet lady. She's got an old name, and I hate to say that, but an old-fashioned name. Oh, somebody tore out her stop sign. Ethel is her name. So, her granddaughter is Samantha. Hopefully he gets mowing his yard. I shouldn't say that. I mean, it's their own property and they can do whatever, but I just know it makes everything look better. Whoa, deer. I haven't met them yet. Well, we finally got our hay baled. It just sucks. My old tractor. Let's run back here and test out the skid steer. Need to bring my truck back up anyway, so I can park that back in there. I can also test to see whether or not the skid steer will pick that up. All right, baby, you did good earlier. See if you can start again. All right. I need to grease those up. Oh, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back with you. That was the wife. Some conversations I don't mind you guys being part of. That one there. Nope. I'm hoping this will lift this. Oh. I did better than a John Deere. Over here and load it up on the trailer. So far, so good with this little thing. I'm glad I bought it now. Well, I was glad I bought it then, but I was getting worried whether or not I could get it running, but it ended up being the injector pump on it. So it cost me a few $100s, but honestly, for what I paid for it, well worth it. All right, get out of here without bending anything. Whoa. Need to get me a bucket for it. Now. Might see if he's got a bale spear and a bucket down there. That'll fit it. If not, I'll have to marketplace or eBay or something. I think that'll do me well. All right, well, I'm going to get up here, get this strapped down, take this down to Tom, talk to him for a little bit, maybe see if they've even looked at the tractor yet. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And I guess we'll see you when there's something else interesting pops up. You guys have a great one. We'll talk to you later.